Okay, so we are somewhat at the end of the 6-week challenge, and I have Antonio and Libby, husband and a wife, and I wanted for them to give us some details on their experience in the program. So, guys, can you give us a little bit details on why you joined the 6-week program, and where were you with your health before you joined? Let's start with Antonio first. With Libby. All right.
I joined first. Actually, it was very superficial when I joined at the start. Like we were attending a wedding. I saw this advertisement on Facebook, and then I said, like, well, you want something to show off when you meet your old friends, kind of. But then as we go along with the training, like you get so pumped out, like the energy and you're losing. Actually, I did not meet the challenge. I only lost like 5.6 of the body fat, but then I lost like 1.5 inches on my waistline, which is very good. I gained more energy, and I had this like kind of physical assessment because I work at Sherman as an RN, and compared to last year with my healthy measures, I had all my levels normal. So my cholesterol, triglycerides, blood pressure, sugar, we went all went to normal levels, and that kind of gave me the guts and the energy to continue on with the program. And I encourage my husband to do so because he needs it more than I do. His health, he is a kidney transplant patient twice. His levels are really high. His cholesterol, blood sugar, we cannot even control. Blood pressure, we can't. But after joining the program, we've been monitoring it and we've been measuring it, and it's like all not really normal, but almost nearly normal. So we're happy with the program, and we will continue on for the next 12 months.
That's awesome. So just to give the background, so you guys originally come from the Philippines, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you'll be here for how long in the United States?
1992, so how many years?
25 years or so. So 25 years. So Libby actually is a doctor in Philippines, and you're a nurse here in the United States right now. So they're healthcare professionals as well. And what would you do in Philippines? What do you do right now?
Well, right now I'm managing like one manufacturing company. For 20 years I was department manager, department head.
I see.
And then after my last kidney transplant, I stepped down and took the supervisory position, which I'm on the point like trying to slowly cutting on my activities. On top of that, after my last transplant, actually before my first and second, in between that, I feel like my life is just gonna stay there. I'm a family man, so when my wife encouraged me to join this, didn't even think twice. So right away I joined. And with that, I was surprised. Actually, I believe I hit the goal in 6 weeks, more than 60% body fat. And before I was kind of pulling my leg because I have an operation on my legs and after my kidney transplant. Right now, Sony is even amazed. I run quick, fast today.
You started running?
Yeah, and I cannot even run before.
Oh boy. We'll get to the right now. Now, in the past, were you doing any exercises, weight training, and structured nutrition program before you started 6 weeks?
No.
You've never done that?
I do go to the gym, but the gym, trying to follow whatever people are doing. Like ride on elliptical, and then they're weighing weights. I lift weights, so what the heck, right?
So you were not doing anything before you started, and you were not doing weight training, like structured weight training like this? Okay, so you had no experience with this.
I don't have no.
And now, that's good. Can you tell us a little bit about, because I know you had some challenges. When you came here, I was like, boy, what are we working with right here? Because just tell us a little bit about the knees. You have an
When I
operation.
came in here, it's a challenge. I thought I was gonna quit because I cannot bend my knee, and then they're gonna squat.
What's with the knee?
It's the right knee.
You have operation in the knee?
I have an operation.
Yeah, so you cannot bend too much the knee. So a lot of people have knee pain too. So I wanted them to know that I was like, well, that's a challenge, but we can adjust a couple of things. The one thing is you have the knees. Okay. Anything else around your body? I know you have other challenges as well.
Yeah, I do have this one more painful, even though
In the shoulders?
on the shoulder, everything vanished. Luckily, my neck. This one is good now. I'm lifting weights about what 30 pounds right now. So 60.
The shoulder discomfort vanished?
Mhm.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Holy cow. So
I mean-
shoulder pain you had, but now it went away a little bit.
Away.
As far as the
And
kidney,
then I cannot even like make a push up. Right now, I could even do like a push up right now.
nice, nice.
And then what else? Blood sugar level went down dramatically.
So you were insulin resistant?
I was insulin dependent. The reason is because of my pills that I'm taking for my kidney. And now it's dropping. And I do believe when I see my doctor next month, they're gonna eliminate those.
Wow.
And then
This is
my blood pressure pills, I took one of them. So I'm down to one, which is I believe I can remove it if I can continue this way.
so you removed one blood pressure pill, and you have one more
One more.
in 6 weeks. How long were you taking them?
22 years.
22
No,
years.
no, even that's 18 years probably.
Unbelievable. and we don't treat or do any type of disease. We don't do any of those. We just help people improve their lifestyle, right? A little bit of eating better.
I do believe really the food program that you gave us helped us big time.
That's right. That's right.
And it's just really up to the person how you're gonna follow it. I mean, how you're gonna
Absolutely.
strictly
Yeah.
do it every single day, and it's only like 6 weeks, So
And you do have a. Can you tell us briefly something about the kidney transplant?
she's a doctor; she could tell you more. Go ahead.
Yeah, we had one in 1996. That was the first one. We thought it would be forever. But then they said the lifespan was about 14 to 16 years. It took like 16 years with the first transplant. And then when the kidney went down again in 2012, I think 2012 or 2013. And so he was advised, he went into renal failure again. So he has to do another transplant, which we did in 2014 after a year of doing dialysis. So his life would be doing dialysis starting at 8 p.m. and at 5 a.m., go to work at 6, go home at 4, and start dialysis again. That is routine for more than a year. And he's been on and off the hospital, probably I would say every other month. He would be in the hospital for so many complications. So we finally had the transplant in 2014, but then we were still kind of doing the sedentary lifestyle because we both work nights. So all we do is work nights, go home, eat breakfast, sleep, wake up, go back to work. That is basically it. So he gained from the transplant, I would say, from 140 or 150s to 188 when he did it first. So he actually gained a lot of weight because we're not doing anything. And he was afraid to do anything because of the need to. If he doesn't want to hurt people more and then do another operation. So when I heard about this, I just tried and kind of changed his life dramatically.
So in addition to the kidney transplant and he was insulin resistant, high blood pressure, he had the shoulders, the knees, and that made it much harder for you to do something. So you know what, I want to protect myself because I don't want to get more injured.
Mm-hmm.
And now you came on board, so it's only 6 short weeks later, thankfully to her, because she kind of dragged you over here, but you were very receptive. You didn't say, I don't want to do this, so you jumped on board, and frankly, I was a little slightly hesitant, but I know that we can adjust things, but you threw a lot of things at me over here. So the knees, you feel like you can lift a little extra weight.
Yeah.
So, okay. Also, the shoulder discomfort is gone in 6 weeks. The insulin resistance, you're removing medications, the blood sugar getting normalized more and more and more in 6 weeks. And you said that you lowered one medications from the insulin resistance? The blood pressure?
No, blood pressure.
The blood pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, but the insulin, the blood sugar is normal, getting normalized.
Mhm.
And
That's
he's
what's
adjusting, he's lowering down his dosage on the insulin actually.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so
Yes.
she's loading the dosages with
We
that.
usually take like 20 units 2 times a day, but now I think it's down to like 10. It depends on how low the
Yes.
blood sugar is.
And the blood pressure is coming down.
It's rapidly down.
Okay, so would you say that having all those, complications, do you say that the program is doable?
Yeah, it is. I mean, program really helps a big time. If not for this program, I don't think I'm gonna achieve it. And the quality of life, before, like, I feel like my life's like home, work, sleep, home, work, sleep, home, work, sleep, home, work, sleep. But then after this, I feel like, okay, I got more energy. Now, I'm excited to go on vacation and I feel like I could do a lot of things.
It's coming up it's in a week. Now, this is so good. Do you feel like you have more energy right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because usually the sleeping pattern changes. People start sleeping better when they do that. Has it changed or is it kind of the same?
No, actually, it's good the sleeping pattern. Actually, I like to sleep more now.
I see. Okay.
Before, it's like not enough sleep. Like I feel like every day is I'm tired. So now it's gonna be better. So
It's transformation in just 6 weeks. I was not even expecting and hoping for so many things to improve so quickly because I look at long-term health.
honestly, I've seen a lot of testimonial. People are losing weight like 40 pounds. People are losing body fat like 10%. To me, I think nobody could beat my situation right now. I could attest to that. Sum them all up from the time it started in here and the way I feel right now with the sugar, blood pressure pills. My knee was, I've been advised to do another surgery, which I really disagree with my doctor. So look at this right now. Slowly, I'm getting better, and I do believe another year, I think I'll be back to normal.
That's so good. That's so good to hear.
I
So,
do believe nobody can beat me right now.
that's so good to hear. And now there's people watching from the outside. They're on the fence. They see what their friends and neighbors and people are transforming here and improving with their health. But they're a little hesitant. They're intimidated. They think it's too hard. They think it's not for them. They think they need to do something else first. What would you tell those people that they're on the fence to join? They have some challenges. They want to join, but they're intimidated.
Try it once, and then, give it a chance, like 1 or 2 days. Right after that, you're going to be addicted to it. Once your sweat starts flowing in your face, starts flowing in your body, you're going to be addicted to it. You're going to be looking every single day. Because that sweat flowing in your body is like strength. You're going to be amazed how you're going to feel. Besides, like here, my wife in here, I'm a family man, so she's my she's my everything. So I believe it's really a plus. Working out, just trying to look good to her.
So what would you say, Libby, to some ladies that are looking to join, they're hesitant? And both of you have never done this before.
No, actually I started with a low-carb diet since December. Actually, it's not started so I could lose more weight. But then but the strength is not there and the belly is still there. But now I feel like toning, I feel more toned, and I actually went down from size, usually wear like size 6 to 8 dresses, I'm down to 4, so I have to get rid of most of my clothes. I did not lose that much weight, but I lost a lot of the inches. And I could really see it, I could feel it, and everybody sees it. And so I'm encouraging some of my friends also from work, and some of my very sedentary friends to join. And the way they see as I transform, they're kind of getting more encouraged, inspired. So
That's
continue
great.
on.
Well, thank God, guys, you have been absolutely transformational. But more than that, I'm very proud of you because you just stood up and just did something that you've never done before, and it's outside of your comfort zone. But just by making this step, you see how you can improve. So I'm looking forward to being part of your transformation even more in the next 12 months. So I want to thank you so much. You know, have
Thank
fun
you.
on vacation, and I will see you guys soon.